This is one of my favorite chord progressions. In fact, all it is just 4 simple chords, but they're voiced widely. Instead of a normal triad being voiced with the tonic in the bass, and the third, and then the fifth, I simply took the third, jumped it up an octave. So you get the interval of a 10th, and in the middle you have a 5th here. That voicing in this C2 to C4 range, super warm, it's so beautiful. All of these 4 chords are actually using those voicing patterns. This is simply a G minor triad with a 3rd in the top. And then everything steps down to an F major triad, same voicing. Now here, this is a really unstable chord, and I love the way it sounds. In fact, all it is a B major triad, but by simply putting the 3rd in the bass, it makes it unstable and gives us a little bit of tension that needs a resolution. And then of course in the next measure, we get the resolution with an E flat triad. Again, just 3 notes, 3 simple notes. G minor down to F major, B flat inverted, first inversion, to E flat. It's so simple and so pure, but it's so beautiful. So one of the things to think about when you're writing your own chord progression is you only need 3, maybe 4 chords to really make something beautiful. The other thing is you want to pick all of your notes, especially when you're in this lower octave. You want to pick all of your notes so that there's a specific sound. Oftentimes, if you close the voicing in this octave, it sounds really muddy. So we want to use wider intervals when we're down in the C3 or the C4 area here. Now this will give an easy open space for a melody to just sit right here. Later on the melody comes in, we have this over here, we have and by voicing a chord like that, you're not getting in the way of the melody. In fact, you're creating a nice open space for the melody to exist. The other thing you can do in your chord progression is change the 4th chord in the progression. If you change the 4th chord every time it loops, it'll give you a little bit of interest and keep the listener on their toes. So if you have a G minor triad starting us out, and then an F major, and then the B flat to an E flat, maybe the second time you take a G minor triad, follow it with F major, same thing, same B flat. Maybe you go there to C minor. Maybe you add 2 more chords to it. The world is endless, but what you want to do is keep some of those chords the same so that you're not constantly changing them, so that you're not expecting the audience to hear something new for every chord progression. Try out some chord progressions this week, make about 3 or 4 of them, and see if you can adhere to some of these principles to make something that's simple, but something that sounds good in the C3, C4 register. Have fun with it.